Okay, welcome to this first review I've done in a long time. Lots changed since my last review. I think was the WA2000. I've sold that. The Magpul Masada, I've sold that. I've still got the Desert Warrior and it's still going well. 2 years after I bought it, no problems with it whatsoever. It's all stock. So bear that in mind if you're going to buy a gas blowback pistol. Right, today's review is the G&G gas blowback combat machine. This. Ignore the stock, this isn't the one that comes with it, nor is the backup sight, or the foregrip, or the flashlight. But basically, the receiver foregrip is stock. Inside you've got a version 2 gearbox sized and shaped gas blowback unit, which means you could take it out and you can put a version 2 gearbox in this, should you wish. Basically how they're doing it so cheap. When I say cheap, for this plus one mag, which I have here, is about 130, 140 pounds, that sort of mag, plus postage and packaging. Depends on where you get it. That's excellent value for a gas blowback rifle. I don't think anything really comes close, unless you buy from China, and that comes with the usual pitfalls that you get from buying from China. As for performance, I've used this a couple of times. It's currently winter, it's February now, it's still pretty cold. I've been using this from just before Christmas to now. I've skirmished with it a few times in cold weather. Chronos at about 310 to 320, maybe a bit more FPS in this weather. And that brings me to the problem with this. Currently, I know of no way to adjust the FPS on this. I use propane because it's the cheapest option. If I use green gas or something, maybe I can bring the FPS down, but there's no mechanical internal way of doing it that I know of, like an MPAS or anything. That may change, but the problem is that in warm weather, this is going to be too hot for a lot of sites, especially indoors. Let me just put this in. This is loaded with 0.2 gram BBs. And that was from last time I fired it. And this is a pretty hot room. I'm almost sweating, it's very hot in here. It's, I don't know, late 30s maybe. Degrees Celsius, mind you. So, bearing that in mind, 0.2 gram BBs. I'll turn this on. Make sure it's set, and fire. 393 FPS. That is way too hot for a lot of sites. Having said that, in this country, Britain, it never ever gets this hot. So you'll never get that. But it's still very, very powerful. Maybe on a hot day in the summer, you're still going to be hot by about 20 FPS, so that's worth bearing in mind. For a winter gun though, this is excellent. I've been using this, I haven't had really any problems. The only problems I have had are BBs getting chopped up inside. That happened in situations where I've been pulling the trigger very fast. I always use semi-auto with this. Just conserve ammunition, bearing in mind it's 30 rounds per mag and they're heavy. So just keep that in mind. Magazines, I'll show you one that isn't in the gun. Inside you have two vertical cylinders which hold the gas. They hold the gas very well. I've not had any problems with leakage. I own 6 magazines. I've used them in the winter. I've used them rapid fire, slow fire, always able to get all the rounds out on a charge, no problem, apart from obviously chopping, which has happened twice, and I've had to unjam the barrel. But keeping that in mind, it's a very well performing gun. I don't really know of any other GBBRs that perform quite as well as this in very cold weather. As for the weight and the construction, which I've missed, so you've got plastic upper and lower, plastic foregrip and it did come with plastic stock, which I switched over to Magpul. Then I realised how gay that was, so I've opted for a metal silicone stock, which I quite like the look of, and it did come with the plastic rear iron sights, and that's about it. The box is simple, comes with instruction manual, which I've got a fold out instruction sheet, which I have somewhere. It does have trades on it. I've used a bit of acetone to take them off because I'm going to put something else on there. Just says combat machine on this side, and it's got some kind of Transformers looking logo there. I don't know if you can see it. It's not that great. So really, if you're looking to get into gas and you want something to try that's relatively cheap, just to see how you get on with it, which is the reason I bought this. This is ideal. A lot of people who've seen me use this and have tried it concur with my opinion. It's a perfect stepping stone for getting into the gas airsoft scene. Can't really find any fault with it given how cheap it is. I cannot recommend this enough. For a starter, I'm not saying it's better than other gas blowback rifles. I haven't used a lot of other gas blowback rifles, but from my personal experience with this, I cannot fault it. It's perfect. Anyway, that being said, that's the end of my review of that gun. Go out and buy one. If you're remotely interested, you won't regret it. And if you're interested, I might review this soon. As usual, leave comments, like my videos, ask me anything I've missed. I always try my best to respond to every question that's put to me and every comment, and subscribe to me if you like this shit. Thanks for watching.